I'm Steve Ryland. I'm past president of the United Veterans Committee, past state commander of the VFW, U.S. Air Force 6872 during the Vietnam War. My question, two of the largest problems facing our veterans are aging VA medical facilities that have long needed to be modernized and the backlog of VA disability claims and appeals. You touched on those, but I think they need emphasis. Last 5 years, the budgets proposed by the VA included funding for construction, an increase in hiring to take care of these problems, and each time it's been slashed out of the budget because of sequestration. If elected, will you submit VA budgets to fully fund the needs of the VA and the veterans? And will you work to end sequestration as it affects the VA and the military?
I do believe that we ought to end sequestration for the military, because it's not, look, that's only evidence of the dysfunction of Washington when you have to make automatic cuts. We're going to gut the military to the point where we'll have the smallest Navy, smallest Air Force, smallest Army if we continue down this trend. And we don't need that. Peace through strength requires a commitment to the military that sends a strong signal to our enemies that we're capable of backing up our word. If people believe our word doesn't matter and then they see a cut in spending to the extent that exists, then it only just is putting kerosene on a fire. And can you imagine China building a military base, in effect, in the middle of the South China Sea if they thought we were serious about maintaining our relationships with the countries of Japan and Korea, Taiwan, and other countries? If they think we're weak, they're empowered and emboldened. So the sequester, I think, is something that needs to be changed. And it can't be just done through eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse in the Defense Department, although there's a lot of that too. And there ought to be a real commitment to modernizing how we spend our money, how we procure. It costs way too much. It takes way too long. We have a lot of, we're top-heavy in the Defense Department today. Most of the leaders of the military would suggest that. We also have a lot of outside contractors, some of whom did real damage to our country, like Edward Snowden, without much controls. We need to sharpen the pencil for the Defense Department as well, but to prioritize towards keeping us strong and keeping us safe.